All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon, my Clubhouse family. Good afternoon, my YouTube family. Good afternoon, my Twitter family. Where else are we? Facebook halfway, damn it. Not even halfway. I'm so mad at them I could spit fire. Still locked out of Facebook family. Damn it, still locked out. Every day I feel like I'm fighting a monster. But that's why I know we winning, y'all. I feel every day that we go through this campaign, I tell y'all, we are winning. We got to celebrate Waukesha, y'all. She ran. She says, ping me. Yeah, where are you, Waukesha? Come on in this room. I think you can see us here on Twitter. And let me see how y'all, we got to celebrate her. She ran strong for school board. Yesterday was the election. I talked to her late last night. Let me see. Is she in the room yet? Let me see. Waukesha, I'm looking for you, girl. It says you in the room. I don't see you. This app is acting up. I don't think she's in here yet. I don't think so either. Where is she? Are you friends with her, Pamela? If you can ping her, it's saying that she's in the room. Okay, I'll ping her. Okay. Yes, family. Waukesha ran for school board here in the ATL. Ran for school board. I want to give her flowers. Invite her to speak. Come on up to this stage. There she is. Waukesha, come on up to the stage. Come on up. Let YouTube. I don't know. This app is acting crazy. Y'all, I tell y'all, that's why I know we win it. Waukesha, I said we were giving. Saying you didn't even have a room open. Girl, this, you know what? The devil is a liar. What we say in the South, the devil is a lie. He's a liar today. Waukesha, we giving you your flowers. I am live on YouTube. I am live on right here on Clubhouse. Something on Facebook. I don't know. We halfway on Facebook, but I just want to say how proud I am of you for running hard, running strong. I can tell you as a candidate, I can tell you, I know how hard this is. I know the toll it takes on your family. I know the toll it takes on you. You don't know just yet the toll it has taken on your body. I'm telling you, after about a week, when you realize you're not running, your body does like this little thing where you're going to realize how tired you are. After every race, I can tell you, I could just feel like, okay, I needed to rest and stop because I didn't know I was tired because I was running. And you're gonna find in about a week that you're more tired than you know. But I just want to give you your flowers, and I just want to tell you how proud I am of you for running hard and running strong and being the fearless leader that you are, fighting for these children in Atlanta, fighting for children that don't have a voice. So I just want to say thank you, Waukesha. You ran strong, you ran hard. I know this is not over for you. You will be back like the Terminator. I will be back. Right, Waukesha? I already said in my post last night, I said, listen, thank y'all for supporting me, but I will be back in 2 years. I am campaigning right now. Let's go. I'm all for it. Yes. I already got your hashtag, Waukesha 2023. Waukesha 2023. There it is. There you go. Exactly. Let me tell you something. So I think I had said this, my cousin had died yesterday, right? And I found out, and I'm trying to watch the polls, and my family is like, go here and do. I'm like, hold on, give me a second, and let me get this out the way. And my aunts, they went and took care of that. But when I say I'm so proud, I've been in all these national Democratic trainings. I took so many training and listened to so many people, and all they kept saying was, raise this money, just to help you. Money is very important. But I only raised $1,300, and I got 3,600 votes. So when I say that gave me a lot of hope, I am so hopeful, and I will be back. Let me say this morning, this is how important that was.
I don't got so many calls. My family's grieving. I don't got so many calls. Could you endorse, support this candidate? Well, you got more votes than a lot of people in a lot of other races. And they was out there, had all the money. And what did you do? My sister helped me. And she homeless. I got to lift that up. I'm doing a GoFundMe for her. You know, she, 3 jobs, a mama 2, and a dog. We've been working to navigate this. Hey, excuse me. We've been navigating this stuff called life. And now that this is over, I'm going to take more naps, and I'm going to make sure she find her forever home. So I let my plan.
Amen. 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 I'm, you know, Waukesha, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you because I know how hard this is. And I know how people will be knocking on your door on the other, like right now on the other side of this, wanting you to put your stamp while you was out there hustling, breaking your back, doing everything you got to do to, you know, get your campaign up and going. And nobody was there. I know, but God bless you. All I know is Waukesha 2023. Waukesha 2023. Yes. And we're gonna be right here for it. It's candidates like us. We don't die, we multiply. I think that was Robin Harris.
And you know what I really wish though? I really wish more people would take notice of the hard work that we do in this race and outside. We do so much stuff. I got to give you your flowers because when I took those water boys that water, they were so happy. They was like, Auntie don't came back. I said, listen, this came from a young lady that's running for Congress. I need y'all, Senate, right? I need y'all to make sure that y'all tell everybody. They were like, Auntie, we got you. I said, and I want y'all to be safe. We're going to keep our foot on these folks' neck to make sure you guys don't have to be on the corner selling expensive water out of your community, expensive water just to survive. We're going to make a difference. Do not worry. We ain't going nowhere. We right here with you. So they were so happy. So I got to give you a flower for that, sis.
Yes. But God. We like I said, we don't, candidates like us, we don't die, we multiply, and we will be back. Just like I said, I don't run not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, not 4 times. This is my 5th consecutive run for office. They knock us down, we get right back up. They knock us down, we get right back up. So Waukesha, I'm so proud of you, and I'm glad to be on this journey with strong candidates like Waukesha Howe in Atlanta, y'all. Y'all watch out. Hell, she might be mayor one day. Look.
Hello, exactly.
Look, don't play.
Because you know I had to say this because listen, let me just say this, y'all. I called Tamara. What time was it last night?
Almost midnight, and I was waiting. Look, I was up for it.
I wanted to understand the numbers and because I'm a baby, like I'm a newbie. And I was trying to understand a lot of that, and she stayed up, told me to print it out, baby, got it right here on my printer, so nobody have to charge me for nothing later. And I just thought, I said, Lord, we in a city somewhere between 500 to 700,000 people between Atlanta, North Fulton, and South Fulton, yet only 90,000 people went to vote. That is such a disgrace. I mean, that is, and I say that because I know people, past candidates, past advocates that have got multi-millions of dollars to educate the community on what we need to be doing and why we need to be doing. I had to call the election office just to learn certain stuff about what people needed to know about going to vote. When I know people have took funds for this particular subject, and yet nothing. 90,000. I was so heartbroken.
And we're gonna talk about that. You know, having all this money for voter in you know, empowerment for voters and voter engagement. You have all these dollars for it, but you still can't get people out to vote. That says a lot about, you know, us.
But what do they say about this last race now? Trump was very himself about stuff was stolen from him. I just find it a little interesting, and I know people don't like it, how we go from having millions of people to vote for Biden. And everybody, I go in these rooms and they talk about how black women just carry him to the top. And I got to say this because it seems like black people can help everybody but their damn self.
Ooh, mic drop.
Why? I just need to understand why. I'm looking at races all across because now I'm like in this stuff. Now I was just a grassroots mom. Now I'm in this political world and I'm watching, stuff in other states and we got the first Asian, we got the first open gay. Okay. And all I hear in the background, and no disrespect to nobody, is that black folks came out and they did. How we helping everybody but ourselves, Lord? Make it make sense to me. But when we know we have people that have got millions of dollars to engage the community about their rights and the importance on voting, make it make sense. I'll let it play.
It don't make sense. We can't make it make sense because it don't make sense. But I'm coming over to the clubhouse space at the half hour. We're going to chop it up. I'll be over there in just a minute. So they say Waukesha for mayor, baby. You got it all over here on YouTube. Waukesha for mayor. Okay.
The mayor race was crazy. Y'all go look at this race like, these people, these human beings that we got on earth. We'll talk about it when you're done. Let's run them bills.
Let's run these bills. I love her, y'all. I love Waukesha. I'm going to tell y'all again, like, it's some candidates that's coming out right now. Y'all better pay attention because we ain't your average. We ain't your average candidates. We're not. We ain't playing party politics. We calling a spade, as my grandmother would say. Is right or is right. We ain't on the wrong side. We're on the right side. So I am Tamara Johnson Shealey. If you haven't gone to the website, please do. I got to pass this collection plate at the quarter of the hour. Go to the website, make a contribution, do what you can. Waukesha told you every dollar she raised added up to a vote. She showed you with her math. She raised every dollar she raised added up to a vote. That woman spent wisely. And she was out there making it happen. So I'm going to tell you, every dollar counts, y'all. It counts. So let's dive into these bills. Senate Bill 836. Senate Bill 836 is the Timely Mental Health for Foster Youth Act. Timely Mental Health for Foster Youth Act. This is Senator Blunt, Roy Blunt. He's a Republican. He's a Republican out of, what's MO, y'all? Missouri. Yes. MO, Missouri, y'all. Senator Roy Blunt, Timely Mental Health for Foster Youth Act. So this bill requires an initial mental health screening within 30 days after a child enters foster care. It says in the case of a child for whom a mental health issue is identified in such initial screening, says a comprehensive assessment of the child's mental health must be completed within 60 days after the child's entry into foster care. So they want to have a more timely approach to the mental health of these foster children, these foster youth that are coming into the system. Senator Blunt, Republican out of Missouri. Senate Bill 837. Senate Bill 837 is a bill to provide relief to public transportation agencies with projects in the full funding grant agreement stage of the Capital Investment Grants Program. So this is Senator Murray, Pat Murray. She is a Democrat out of Washington State. It says this bill requires the Department of Transportation, the DOT, at the request of a project sponsor, to provide an additional 30% of total project costs for any projects in the full funding grant agreement stage of the Fixed Guideway Capital Investment Grant Program. So this is monies for the DOT, y'all. This is Senate Bill 837. Senate Bill 838. Senate Bill 838 is the Federal Firefighter Flexibility and Fairness Act. This is Senator Van Hollen, Chris Van Hollen. He is a Democrat out of Maryland. Says this bill provides that any hours worked by a firefighter under a qualified trade of time arrangement shall be disregarded for purposes of determining eligibility for or the amount of any overtime pay. It says this bill defines qualified trade of time arrangement as an arrangement under which two firefighters who are employed by the same agency agree solely at their option and with the approval of their employing agency to substitute for one another during scheduled work hours in the performance of work in the same capacity. So I didn't quite understand this federal firefighters, but this something to do with their time and their training and trading qualified time. It was a little confusing, but I didn't know there was federal firefighters. I had to think about it. I'm like, federal firefighters. And then I thought about it. Oh yeah. It says a federal firefighter. It works for a federal agency and provides firefighting services to structural or wildland fires. It says the Bureau of Land Management, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, the U.S. Forest Service, and branches of the U.S. military are just some of the agencies that employ federal firefighters. So that was my first hearing of federal firefighters, which it makes sense. Senate Bill 838. Senate Bill 839. Senate Bill 839 is the College Transparency Act. This is Senator Cassidy, Bill Cassidy. He's a Republican out of Louisiana. It says this bill requires the National Center for Education Statistics to establish a secure and privacy-protected data system that contains information about post-secondary students. And I'm like, why are we collecting information about post-secondary students? That didn't make sense to me. This is a Republican. That didn't make sense. But here's what it asks. It says specifically the data must evaluate student enrollment patterns, progression, completion, and post-collegiate outcomes and higher education costs and financial aid. Provide complete and customizable information for students and families making decisions about post-secondary education. Reduce the requirements for reporting by institutions of higher education and periodically match with other federal systems of data. Still, I'm like, why would a Republican want to collect information about post-secondary students in colleges? So I looked this one up. So here's what this says. It says this information will give students a clear understanding of the return on investment in higher education and help point them towards schools and programs of studies best suited for their unique needs and desired outcomes. It says it will also aid institutions of learning and policymakers in their work to improve our country's post-secondary education system. So this is more like oversight. They want to be able to see if these schools are actually giving a return on their investment to these students. It says, here's a direct quote from Senator Cassidy. He says, students already face tremendous pressure when deciding where they want to attend college. He says the College Transparency Act allows students and their families to know all the facts before choosing the best school for them. So they're looking at some serious data to see if there is truly a return on investment for the monies that's being spent at colleges and universities. So it was interesting that a Republican would introduce Senate Bill 839. Senate Bill 840, Senate Bill 840, Litigation Funding Transparency Act of 2021. This is Senator Grassley, Litigation Funding Transparency Act of 2021. It says this bill requires lawyers for plaintiffs in certain lawsuits to provide the court and other parties in the lawsuit with any agreement that entities and outside business, which means a business that is not a party, class member, or counsel in the lawsuit, to receive payment contingent on the lawsuit's outcome. It says the lawyers of the plaintiffs shall also provide the identity of the outside business. So this is some Litigation and Funding Transparency Act. They want to take a closer look at who is getting some payments outside of these lawsuits. So this is Senator Grassley, Republican out of Iowa. Senate Bill 841. Senate Bill 841 is the Employeo Act, EMPLEO Act. This is Marco Rubio. We all know who he is, Republican out of Florida, Marco Rubio, y'all. This bill, I found it quite interesting. So I want y'all to listen to what Marco Rubio is introducing, y'all. Listen to this. It says, so this Employeo Act stands for Economic Mobility for Productive Livelihoods and Expanding Opportunities Act of 2021. But listen to who they're expanding opportunities to. And I don't even know if this is legal, but let's just take a dive in. He says this bill permits employers to participate in a wage subsidy program for eligible Puerto Rican employees. Wait, this bill permits employers to participate in a wage subsidy program for eligible Puerto Rican employees. I want y'all to hear that. It says eligible employees must be 1, U.S. citizens, 2, have social security numbers, and 3, certified that their residency in Puerto Rico and intent to remain residents for at least the next 6 months. So what in the world? Why would Marco Rubio introduce a bill specific for Puerto Ricans? So I'm thinking if Marco Rubio can introduce a bill specifically for Puerto Ricans, surely somebody can introduce a bill specifically for those of us who are descendants of chattel slavery, those of us who are Black in this country, right? Marco Rubio testing the waters here. So it's an interesting approach to how he wants to add this subsidy program. He says employers who opt in must pay their eligible employees a minimum wage of $5. Okay. The Department of Treasury then subsidizes those wages in an amount equal to 50% of the difference between $10 and the hourly wage the employee received from their employers. For example, if a participating employer pays their eligible employee $5 an hour, the subsidy would equal $2.50 for an effective hour wage of $7.50. Participating employers may elect advance payment of the aggregate subsidy amount that exceeds the employer's aggregate payroll taxes for the applicable period based on estimates the employer provides to the Treasury. So Marco Rubio has a bill specifically for Puerto Ricans and their employers. Senate Bill 841, y'all. You can't make this stuff up. Senate Bill 841. Senate Bill 842, Senate Bill 842. This is a bill to amend the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 to ensure that the 2021 recovery rebates are not provided to illegal immigrants. So this is Senator Ted Cruz. We all know who he is, Republican out of Texas. It says this bill prohibits aliens who are not lawfully present in the United States from receiving the 2021 recovery rebates. So you know those recovery rebates, that was your stimulus money. So the recovery rebate credit is part of the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act, which is the CARES Act, that was signed into law on March of 2020. It says the initial stimulus payment provided up to $1,200 per qualifying adults. Y'all remember those stimulus money. So this is Senator Ted Cruz saying you're going to amend the Internal Revenue Code to ensure that this stimulus money is not provided to illegal aliens. So that's Senate Bill 842. Senate Bill 843. Senate Bill 843. We have about 5 more minutes, about 5 more bills. CREATE Act. The CREATE Act. This is Senator Sinema, Kristen Sinema, Democrat out of Arizona. It says this bill establishes the Committee on Large-Scale Carbon Management within the National Science and Technology Council to plan and oversee efforts to remove carbon dioxide from the air, ocean, and land, and to store such carbon. I think we should do a room. I definitely want to get a further and deeper understanding of climate and climate change. And, you know, we're storing carbon, and how do we remove it from the air, the ocean, and the land? And then when we store it, where are we going to store it? And then what happens if we continue to store it? And how does this work? Like, I really want to, you know, hopefully somebody can host with me and let's deep dive into this issue of climate and climate change, because I did find this quite interesting. And I did look this up, 6 ways to remove carbon pollution from the sky, y'all. So it gets deep. It's quite interesting. And I want us to understand what it means that we have carbon and we're removing it ourselves, and then we're going to store it. I don't know if we humans are smart all the time. I don't know how smart we are all the time. We're going to come back to this, though. That's Senate Bill 843. Senate Bill 844 is the FIT Act. The FIT Act of 2021 is spelled PHIT, but guess what, y'all? This is for those of you who are working out. This is Personal Health Investment Today Act. So that's what the PHIT stands for. It says this bill, this is Senator Thune, John Thune. He's a Republican out of South Dakota. It says this bill allows a medical care tax deduction for up to $1,000 or $2,000 for a joint return or head of household of qualified sport and fitness expense per year. It says this bill defines qualified sports and fitness expenses as amounts paid exclusively for participating in an activity, including 1, a fitness facility membership, a physical exercise or activity program, or 3, equipment for a physical exercise or activity program. So this is a tax credit. If you go to the gym, you go into one of these workout programs, or if you buy you some good old gym equipment for your house, here's a tax credit. This is Senator Thune, John Thune, Republican out of South Dakota. That's Senate Bill 844. Senate Bill 845 is the Federal Employee Access to Information Act. This is Senator Patrick Leahy. Okay, y'all, I'm butchering his name. Leahy? Okay. Democrat out of Vermont. It says this bill prohibits personal retaliation against federal employees and applicants for employment who file requests under the Freedom of Information Act or the Privacy Act, or who seek related administrative or judicial action. So this is Senate Bill 845. Okay, I think, can we get through these last 5, y'all? I like to keep my numbers going. Let me get through these last 5. I promise I won't be long. Senate Bill 846 is to Protect the Dreamer Confidentiality Act of 2021. Senator Martin Heinrich, Democrat out of New Mexico. It says this bill directs the Department of Homeland Security to prevent disclosing information from applications to the Deferred Action for Children Arrivals, DACA program, to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's ICE, or U.S. Customs and Border Protection, except to implement the program. So this is to protect the dreamers. This is the Confidentiality Act of 2021, Senate Bill 846. Senate Bill 847, Student Loan Tax Elimination Act. You know, I always like that student loan debt relief forgiveness whenever we talk about that. Yes. Senate Bill 847. Senator Mike Braun, he's a Republican out of Indiana. It says this bill eliminates the origination fee on federal student loans. Origination fees are the fees lenders charge for processing new loan applications. Yeah, we paying interest on the fees, y'all. He's keeping up with Congress, y'all. Thank you, Senator Braun. Senate Bill 847. Senate Bill 848 is the Consider Teachers Act of 2021. This is Senator Braun again, Republican out of Indiana. It says this bill revises the service obligation verification process for the Teachers Education Assistance for College and Higher Education Grant Program. So this is the Consider Teachers Act of 2021, Senator Mike Braun. Senate Bill 849 is the Supply Chain Vulnerability Assessment Act of 2021. This is Senator Cornyn, John Cornyn. He's a Republican out of Texas. It says this bill requires the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and the Central Intelligence Agency to jointly report to Congress on vulnerabilities in supply chains that are critical to U.S. national security, economic security, or public health. So this is the Supply Chain Vulnerability Assessment Act of 2021. And I'm at the last bill. Thank you for giving me a couple more minutes. Senate Bill 850. Senate Bill 850 is the Real-Time Transparency Act. Real-Time Transparency Act. This is Senator King, Angus King. He's an independent out of Maine, y'all. Independent out of Maine. He says this bill revises the notification requirement for campaign contributions of $1,000 or more. So he wants to keep an eye on Any campaigns getting $1,000 or more, the Real-Time Transparency Act. Senator Angus King. So I am Tamara Johnson Shealey, y'all. We made it to the half hour. Thank you for giving me a couple extra minutes. I got a surprise for y'all tonight. Join me back here on Clubhouse. Join me back here on YouTube. I'm going to come into the Twitter Spaces. I don't think I'm going to be live on Twitter. I don't think. I might be, but I'm definitely going to be in Twitter Spaces, I think. But find me on Twitter, either in Twitter Spaces or I'm going to be live. I got a surprise for y'all. So there's a lot of things I can do, right? I think I can do a lot of things, but it's some girl. Listen, your girl can't cook. Let me just tell you the honest truth. Your girl can't really cook. Like my children know, we survive, but I ain't no one to go in the kitchen and be cooking. Like, I'm gonna whip up something, but your girl ain't really no cook. And I'm usually for family gatherings, I usually bring the paper plates, the drinks. They don't ask me to cook. So tonight, y'all, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, Cooking with the Candidate, y'all. I'm gonna be live on Instagram. If you want to follow me over there, you'll be able to see it. I'll be live, I know, on Tamara for Georgia page on that damn Facebook. I'm gonna keep saying that damn Facebook until they give me my damn account back. But we'll be live. You'll find me somewhere on social media. Please follow me, Tamara Shealey. Join me tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna cook up something, y'all. I'm gonna cook up something with Chef Shealey. Chef Shealey, she's a soul food cook right here in the Atlanta area. She does mobile soul food. She gonna help your girl cook up something tonight. We're gonna chat and chew and cook. Y'all, I hope it turns out okay. I'm gonna eat it. If it doesn't, I might not feed it to nobody else, but I'll eat it. But tonight, 7 p.m., join me back here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I think just to kind of take some of the pressure off this campaign. I like to laugh, and we're doing a lot of heavy lifting, so sometimes we need to dial back and do something fun. I don't like to be challenged in the kitchen like I am. So y'all help me walk through it tonight. But tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join me right back here on Clubhouse, on YouTube, on Twitter somewhere, on Facebook, on Instagram. I'll be everywhere live in the next hour and a half. Cooking with the Candidate, y'all. Let's have some fun. So I will see you in the Clubhouse streets in just a few minutes. But YouTube family, I'll see y'all back in just a little while. I'm passing that collection plate. Go to the website, donate, be a part of this campaign, y'all. I am feeling like we are gonna win. I feel it. I'm feeling it because all the pushback and the devil is a lie, like we say here in the South. He fighting me with everything he got, and I know I'm under attack. But praise God for His grace and His mercy and His blessings, because we're gonna pull through. We're gonna pull through strong. So I will see y'all back here in an hour and a half. See you in a little while, everybody. See you in a bit. Thank you for tuning in for Keeping Up with Congress. I am Tamara Johnson Shealey, your candidate for the United States Senate. I'm a progressive Democrat that believes that reparations will make America great. It is time that we bridge the divide in this country. Please go to the website. That's tamaraforgeorgia.com. www.tamara4georgia.com. Please join me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for Keeping Up with